Oh! Ah! 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 What is wrong with you? Oh my God! Ah!
Hey guys, welcome back to Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm Court McGinley. Let's jump right into our list of the top 5 scary websites you should never search. Starting off at our number 5 spot, Death Map. Yeah, if the word death is in the site title, then you probably should avoid going on it. This site shows you in real life time a statistical simulation of people dying around the world. This is shown on an interactive map where red dots pop up for deaths and green dots pop up for births. You know, this isn't so bad, seeing deaths along with births, a little give and take. But it turns pretty morbid when you check off the show deaths box and then you're just sitting there essentially watching people die all across the world. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going on this site. Anything that allows you to see how easy it would be for us to all be those red dots and take your mortality into question isn't a site that should be so easily accessible. And at number 4, Joy of Satan. This is a site that is dedicated to Satan and it's for people who follow the religion Satanism. Yep, that exists. For those of you who are like, what the heck is Satanism? Well, apparently it all started in 1966. And it's the following of ideological and philosophical beliefs based on the characters of Satan. This site contains endless information on the religion, so this includes the belief's origin, details about Lucifer, and even how to become a Satanist. So the most unsettling part of all of this is how the site tries to get the visitors to join Satanism. It's really directed towards troubled teens, and it encourages them to join the site and summon demons. They use the fact that teens like to rebel and are impressionable to their advantage, and they suck them in. Some people might find this silly, but the people who run this site are clearly disturbed, and they are trying to have other people join them in their beliefs. At number 3, Death Date. Okay, so why would you want to know when you're going to die? Like, yeah, I get the fact that it allows you to do all the things you wanted to do before physically leaving this earth, but at what cost? You could do something really dangerous and die even sooner. And what happens if you find out you're gonna die at a young age? It's just best not to know. So one site that really freaks people out is called Death Date. It basically takes the pretty much impossible task of telling someone the exact day on which they're going to die. When you go on the site, you are presented with this question. So you want to know when. If you click yes, then you need to answer some more questions, such as your height, weight, birth date, gender, and if you partake in alcohol, drugs, or you smoke cigarettes. Once you fill out this information, the site will tell you which day you will die on exactly and how much time you have left on this earth. It will show you a countdown clock, including the number of years, months, weeks, days, minutes, and seconds you have remaining on Earth. The only positive thing about this is that there hasn't been any deaths that have reportedly coincided with this. But then again, if you're dead, how are you gonna let the site know? Coming at number 2, The Fifth Nail Exposed. This is a website that contains the blog of a convicted serial killer and violent sexual predator. Basically, this killer/pedophile was raping young kids since he was a teenager in the 70s, and he's been documenting it. It was later realized that this blog belonged to a man named Joseph E. Duncan III. Joseph would handwrite letters from his cell in prison and send them to a creep who runs the blog for him. When this person receives letters from Joseph, he would then type them up for him and post them on his site. The postings on the site are very detailed and graphic. It really allows you into the mind of this dangerous serial killer. It's one thing to watch Criminal Minds and true crime stories and stuff like that, but this site is just on a whole other level. And in at number 1, Best Gore. So not only is the site extremely disturbing and controversial, it also landed its founder, Mark Merrick, in jail due to how messed up it is. Yeah, that pretty much says everything right there. So Best Gore is pretty much a shock site. Basically, its whole purpose is to shock the user. It does this by uploading the most disturbing images and videos you will ever come across in your life. So you might be saying to yourself, come on, how bad could it be? Well, it contains images and videos of beheadings, dismemberment, and even rape. What makes this even more messed up and disgusting is the fact that all of the contents posted on this site are 100% real. Nothing on this site is pretend, it's all stuff that is happening on our planet. These are images, videos, and recordings that will leave you with nightmares. People go onto the site because they are curious, and they leave the site wishing they didn't let their curiosity get the best of them. So many people have gone onto forums telling people not to make the same mistake they did and to avoid going on the site. Because once you see something that disturbing, you can never unsee it. Shockingly enough, even with the site's creator behind bars, the site is still up. There's literally only one warning on the site that reads, "Warning, extremely graphic." But I do have to mention that this warning comes after the banner picture of a girl who's naked being spit roasted over a fire. Yeah. Alright, and there you guys have it. That is our list of the top 5 scary websites you should never search. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what other lists you'd like to see down below. Also, don't forget to show us some love by subscribing to our channel and liking this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.